driving home, and I thought I'd come back on because what am I doing anyway, right? Music, so I figured why not come back on and chat with you guys. So I wanted to come on and talk about why having a schedule and being consistent is super, super important. So having a schedule is like, these two are like some of the biggest things in your business. Having a schedule, number one, is because your customers need to know when to find you. When you're just starting out, you don't have any customers. People are going to watch you, but most likely they're not going to purchase right away. It's going to take them time to, you know, continuously watch you and kind of gain trust with you. Hey, Krista. So, basically, they're going to have to gain some trust with you, right? So they're going to have to watch you for a little while first. You know, they're not going to just like see you on Facebook and just trust like whatever it is that you're selling, because a lot of people believe that direct sales is always a scam. They always believe that it's some sort of pyramid scheme. You know, $5 jewelry, they're going to think it's cheap, they're going to think it's garbage, they're going to think it's chintzy. And to be honest, like most of us did probably right before we purchased it, we were probably like, I don't know, like it's $5. Like, so people are going to feel that way in the beginning, and then they might purchase one or two pieces just to kind of try it out, and then they're going to get it. But you need to have a schedule, because if they don't know when they're going to be able to find you, right? So I talked about this on a live not too long ago. When you are going shopping, you know, for anything, it doesn't matter if you're going shoe shopping, you're going grocery shopping, you're going to the pharmacy, every place that you have hours of operation. So they always have hours of operation, and you follow those hours of operation, right? You're not gonna go to Rite Aid at 3 in the morning and then be mad that they're closed, right? Because it's 3 in the morning. Like, you know that Rite Aid is not open at 3 in the morning. Ooh, someone hit a skunk. You know, so that's obviously normal. Rite Aid's not open at 3 in the morning normally, unless they're 24 hours, right? But you know that Rite Aid has a schedule. So, you know, like grocery shopping, you know, you take your kids to school at 8 a.m. and you go grocery shopping from 8:30 to 10:30 every Wednesday, right? And then suppose you drop your kids off at school on Wednesday and you go to the grocery store and nobody's there. Nobody's there. Grocery store's closed, all the lights are off, doors are locked, nobody's there. Are you not going to be mad? Like, are you not going to be upset? Like, what the hell? Like, I shop here. I'm here every Wednesday. They're open. Like, their hours say that they're open, but nobody's here and the doors are locked. Like, aren't you going to be upset that you can't do your grocery shopping? So you have to think of it in those terms where, you know, I understand that you're working from home with Paparazzi, right? And I understand that you're your own boss, but you're running a business, right? You signed a contract, you bought a starter kit, you're running a business. Now, there's no one to tell you, you better open that store, you better help those customers. There's no one to do that for you. Now it's all on you. So you're making the schedule, you're setting the precedence for yourself. So you need to be reliable, okay? And I'm talking to myself here too, because with everything that's been going on with me lately, my business has suffered immensely in the last couple months. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how bad my business has suffered in the last couple months with everything going on with me. And that's normal. We're humans. Things come up, guys. Stuff happens. But you have to realize that you have to pick yourself up and you have to start over, okay? There's no two ways about it. I have thousands of pieces of inventory, and guess what? The last number of times I went live, a goose egg. I sold 0 pieces. That doesn't mean I didn't show a ton of pieces. That means that I lost my customers because I'm not working my business, because I am not opening my store when my schedule schedule says that I'm open and my customers have gone elsewhere to find their needs, right? If you need a gallon of milk and your store is not open, you're going to go to another store and get a gallon of milk, okay? People love this jewelry. They are addicted to this jewelry. So if you're not opening and you're not doing your live and you're not doing your sales and you're not posting your albums and you're not funneling, they are going to find someone else to shop from. They are going to find someone else to go to. Okay? It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter that jewelry is not a necessity. Okay? To them it is. It is an addiction. So think of it in those terms. Okay? If you're going to try to go to the store or you need your prescription or, you know, whatever it is, and you don't show up, they're not, you know, if they don't show up, then you can't get your stuff. It's the same for the jewelry. If you don't show up, they can't get the stuff that they're looking for. Maybe they have a wedding to go to. Maybe it's somebody's birthday. The holidays are coming up. You know, they want new jewelry for work. Whatever it is, you're not there and they can't get the jewelry they need for the event that they have. And now they have to go somewhere else and find it. And you know what? Now they feel like, well, you're not reliable. You know, I'm going to just shop with this person. Oh, I like their inventory. Oh, I like that they do their live at this time or whatever. Then you're going to lose that customer, okay? So having a schedule is paramount. It is such a big deal, guys. I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Honestly, with me not working my business over the last couple months and with me not doing what I need to do as a business owner over the last couple of months, I severely hurt my business. And my customers have all gone elsewhere. I barely have people shopping with me anymore. I have some people watching, because they've been my customers for so long, but they haven't been shopping. They've been basically like just hopping on when they can, like they're not there anymore, and that's my fault because I'm not showing up when I'm supposed to. I'm not doing my lives. I'm not there. I'm not opening. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So how can I expect them to come and shop for me when I'm not doing what I need to do to be a business owner, right? I can't expect that. Something I say all the time, I need to turn my air on. The wind is too loud, but it's a warm day in Pennsylvania. If I'm not doing what I need to do, I can't expect them to show up, right? So that's the main thing about having a schedule, okay? If you don't open your store, nobody can shop. Point blank, simple as that. Going off of that with the store, think about having a store, right? Think about going clothes shopping or going shoe shopping. If you're going to a store and you're going shopping, do you want a little selection or do you want a big selection, right? Doing lives daily, I'm actually getting new customers even with replays. Good for you. Do you want a big selection when you go to the store? Or do you want a little selection when you go to the store? If you're going clothes shopping, do you want to go to a store that has like 2 or 3 pair of pants to pick from, a couple of tops to pick from, no sweaters, no accessories? Do you want a store like that? Or do you want to go to a store that has a ton of different things to pick from? All different clothes to try on, all different styles to try on, and to go with different outfits that you might already have or whatever. So think about your jewelry like that. If you only have, and now I'm not saying, guys, to go bankrupt. I'm not saying spend your bill money on jewelry. I'm not saying put every penny you have into ordering jewelry. I'm not saying that. I will never tell you to put money you don't have into ordering jewelry. What I am telling you is that you don't make 100% commission, okay? And a lot of people think that they do. For some reason, a lot of people think when they sell a piece of jewelry, they have $5 to spend, okay? And you don't. When you sell a piece of jewelry, you have $2.25, okay? That's your commission. The other $2.75 from that $5 piece you just sold goes back to replenish another piece, okay? You don't keep the full $5. You only keep $2.25. The $275 goes back into ordering another piece of jewelry. We make 45% commission, and that is it, okay? So when you get the $99 starter kit, it's $175 worth of jewelry. You are not keeping $175, guys. You're not keeping $175. If you sell 35 pieces, your butt better be ordering at least 35 pieces. You need to at least replenish what you sell on every single live. That is the math of this paparazzi. That is how you are successful. You need to at least replenish what you sell, okay? Don't go selling 20 pieces and then take your husband out to dinner. I'm sorry, your husband's probably awesome. He probably deserves to go out to dinner, but you don't have all that money, okay? You need to order the 20 pieces. The rest of the money is yours to keep, but you need to be ordering those 20 pieces that you just sold. That is the science of paparazzi. If you have more jewelry, it is proven that people will come to you over someone that has less. They'll see that you have more selection and they'll want to shop with you because you have more selection. They want more selection, guys. They don't want, you know, one of everything. Like if people are watching you and they see you have one of everything, they're going to go to someone who maybe has 5 of everything. Right? Because they don't want to miss out on that piece. Now, I do sometimes still get one of things, and I've been with this company for 3.5 years, and you know, it is what it is. I still get one of things sometimes because I'm not sure about it. When I first started out selling paparazzi, I ordered one of a ton of things, okay? And now I'm not saying don't order one of things. I'm not saying go broke and order 5 of 3 different things and only order 5 of 3 different things and that's your order. If you can only order 15 or 20 pieces, order 15 or 20 different pieces, okay? But if you notice that you're live and you're selling out of everything constantly, that's when you should start ordering 2, 3, 4, 5 of that one item, right? So when I first started with paparazzi, I would order one of a broad spectrum of items because I didn't know what was going to sell and what wasn't going to sell. And a lot of the time, we order things that we like. That's our taste. And that's a hard habit to get out of. It's such a hard habit to get out of, in fact, that sometimes I have my boyfriend order jewelry. I tell him how many pieces I want to order, and I have him pick things because he goes up into my room and he's like, "Miss, you have so many of the same style, and I have thousands of pieces." He's like, "You need to break out of this." Like, he sees it. That's bad when a man sees it, right? So it's just, we're creatures of habit, and that's just what happens. So sometimes I'll have my boyfriend order for me. I'll tell him, you know, I want to order 40 pieces, you know, get 2 of everything, you know, get 2 of 20 different pieces, and he'll pick out whatever and he'll place the order because it's a habit. I pick out things that I like, you know. I'll pick out things sometimes that I don't like that I know my customers will like, but a lot of times I pick out things that I like because I like it, you know. So that's a hard problem with paparazzi with me. And I know a lot of you guys do it too because we're creatures of habit. And so it's always good to have other people pick for you sometimes because we always pick the same things. But going back to what I was saying was that when in the beginning I would pick one of a bunch of different things when I was placing my orders. And for the first 9 months, I ordered 100% of what I put in, or what I sold, I mean. I ordered 100% of what I sold. I'm sorry, I just drove past a cop and I'm like, ah. There must be traffic up ahead. He's like on the side of the highway with his lights on. But for the first 90 days, I put 100% back into what I sold, is what I was trying to say. I got all frazzled there. So if I sold 20 pieces, I ordered however many pieces I could order with the money from 20 pieces, okay? I didn't just order 20 pieces. I whatever I possibly could with that money. For 90 full days, I reinvested 100% of that money. Obviously, minus shipping. I shipped all the packages first, and then whatever was left over, I ordered 100% of that. I used 100% of that money. And I did that for 90 days. That's the SOS plan. It is in the file section of this group. It's by Shelly Ramsey. I have it like typed out there in the file section. And then also, if you go to the SOS thing in the file section, the SOS post in the file section, if you go there, you will see in the comments I've linked the video. If you cannot watch the video, then go to you'll have to join that group. You'll have to message me or comment on that post and try to join the group, and then I will add you to that group. Yeah, there's traffic, dead stop. So if you can't watch the video, then you'll have to be added to the group. It's an older group, so some people are in it, some people are not. There's not really much activity in that group, but there are some good videos in that group. So if you need to be added, I will add you. But yeah, so for 90 days, I reinvested 100% of my money. After the 90 days, from like 90 days to like 6 months, I reinvested, I probably kept like 25% or so, and I reinvested the rest, the 70 to 75%. So I still didn't keep my full commission. I kept maybe like $1 or so off every piece. But if I didn't have to keep money, I didn't keep money. I'm not reading your well, I guess I could read your comments now while I'm stopped. Okay, no, I can't. The truck's moving in front of me. I'll read your comments after, and then I can just reply to your comments, guys. But yeah, so you don't want to go to a store that's empty, and you don't want to go to a store that's supposed to be open and they're just not there. Nobody's there. It's just closed, and it says that they're open. The hours of operation say that they're open, but nobody's there. You're going to be pissed that you drove there and that they're not there, right? So, you know, you're expecting them to be open, you're expecting to shop, and you can't. So make sure that you're there, guys. Make sure you stick to your schedule. Let's talk about consistency, which goes right along with this. When you are consistent, people know when and where to find you, right? So that goes right along with having your schedule and keeping your schedule. Being consistent is huge for your schedule. I don't care, like, okay, so, you know, oh, I could do 2 lives a week. Okay, that's great. Do 2 lives a week, but you have to go on the same day. Your customers won't know when to find you if you can't go live, like, on the same days. You know what I mean? So it's hard for some people who don't have a set schedule for work. But like I was a hairstylist for many years. So being a hairstylist, I had to have a set schedule so that my clients could book with me on certain days, right? So I had to have a set schedule. But you know, there's grocery stores and businesses, and people work at places that don't have set schedules, and it is what it is. So if you get your schedule a week in advance, you know, just chat with your customers constantly. You know, this week's live is going to be this day and this day. But if you don't have a job where you don't have a set schedule, like if your job, you have a set schedule, there's no reason why you shouldn't be live and on set days. Absolutely no reason. If you have a set schedule, there is zero reason why you should not have a set schedule at home. So this part that I'm talking about pertains to people that do not have a set schedule at work. Because if you have a set schedule, there's no reason that your live schedule should not be set. Absolutely zero reason. So if you don't have a set schedule at work, then you need to consistently tell your customers on your lives and on your sales that your schedule is not set at work, but you will post every single week what your lives will be. That is where your business page and your VIP group are going to come in handy. So you could do album sales constantly, because your business is going to rely on those consistent album sales versus the consistent lives, okay? So when you do your lives like, you know your schedule for the upcoming week. You'll post and say, okay, my live schedule this week is going to be this day, and this day at these times. And that's going to be your notice to your customers. I highly suggest using a text program so that you know, so that you can alert your customers what your text messages are going to be. Or, oh my God, I can't focus! I highly suggest having a text program so you can text your customers and tell them what your schedule will be for the week. Having a text program is really good for being able to text your customers about specials, if you have album sales, if you have when you're going live. I text my customers before my live, just like I text you guys for new releases and I text you guys for team chats. I text my customers before I go live. I text my customers if I'm having a special on my website, like free shipping or tax-free. I text my customers if I'm doing, special album sales. Like, I text my customers so that they know what's going on. So I always try to keep in touch with my customers. There's definitely some sort of accident going on up here. There's construction on the highway. It's like a one-lane highway on either side because they're paving the other side of the highway. But it's an oversized load, but I don't know what's happening. State trooper, oversized load. Did the truck hit the truck? I don't know what happened. Okay. So, I use the Remind app. It is technically for teachers and students. I just have it listed that I'm a teacher and my customers and you guys are all signed up as students. But it's free until you have like X amount of people. I don't know. I haven't had to pay for it yet, so I don't know how many people you actually have to have before you have to pay. But I know so far it's been free for me. It's called Remind. It's I believe I signed up online, remind.com, and then I downloaded the app. And so I have one set up for the Gleam team and I have one set up for Fashion Forward Jewelry. So that's the text program that I use. But like I said, if you don't have a set schedule at work, then there's nothing you can do about that. If you don't have a set schedule at work, you don't have a set schedule at work. I can't say anything about that, But if you have a set schedule at work, you need to have a set schedule for your jewelry. Point blank. If you have a set schedule at work, there is absolutely zero reason why you shouldn't have a set schedule for your business. This is a business. Stop treating it like it's not. Point blank. Stop treating it like it's not. Like I said, I'll reply to your comments after the live is over. Okay, no, you go ahead. You go ahead. You own the road. Some guy just passed us on the off ramp. Just drove on the shoulder past everybody. Some old guy. Okay. Whatever. Anyway. So. So, consistency is a huge part of your business, because if you're not consistently working, people are not going to consistently show up. I constantly say that you signed up to be a consultant, but nobody signed up to be your customer, okay? People get upset that their friends and family don't shop with them, but they didn't sign up to shop with you. They did not sign up to buy your jewelry. They signed up, or you signed up to sell this jewelry. You need to be the salesperson. You need to go and find all these different funnels to sell your jewelry. You don't need to get mad at your sister or your cousins or your aunts or your mom or your grandma because they're not buying your jewelry. They did not agree to buy your jewelry. They didn't sign up and say, yeah, I'll buy all your stuff. Like, so don't be upset when they don't buy your stuff. It's not about supporting you. You know, maybe they just don't want to wear jewelry. Maybe they just don't need to buy jewelry. Maybe they have money issues, you know. The jewelry will speak for itself, okay? But it's your job to funnel yourself to everyone. It's your job to get the customers. It's your job to find the events. It's your job to market yourself. It's your job to do everything. It's nobody else's job but yours to do every single thing with this business. So you have to remember that it doesn't come back on anybody but you if you're not successful. It doesn't come back on me being your leader if you're not successful. I understand lead by example, and I haven't lately, but it doesn't come back on Courtney if I'm not successful. It doesn't come back on Mandy if Courtney's not successful. It comes down to, what are you not doing for your business that you're not successful? That's what it comes down to. What are you not doing? Okay? You need to take a look at yourself. You need to take a look inside. If you're not where you want to be, then find out why. And that's something that I've been doing lately. I've been trying to reflect on myself and find out why it is that I'm not where I want to be. You know, is it, you know, whatever. Like, you have to look at yourself and find out why it is that you're not there. Okay? That's the main thing that it comes down to. A lot of people, it's very easy to play the blame game and say, well, my sponsor's not there for me, or my husband this, or my kids that, you know. It's super easy. We could all do it. I could do it. You know, I have a 4-year-old. I have a boyfriend who's got a life and a job and everything else. Like, I have all the excuses in the world, but it comes down to me. Why am I not working my business? Why am I not being consistent? Why am I not working my schedule? So we need to really look inside ourselves and find that out, okay? So we talked about scheduling. We talked about consistency. And now all you have to do, guys, is go implement that. I'm going to hop off because I'm about to be home. But implement everything that I told you guys today, okay? Think about what we talked about and figure out a way to factor it into your life and make this a priority. If this is not a priority, then you're never going to get anywhere with this business. You're going to sit on the sidelines. If this is not a priority, you're not going to go forward. You're not going to make those ranks, okay? Think about this as a job. Don't just blow off your schedule because it's a nice day and you want to go outside. Like, you know, someone invites you somewhere. No, sorry, I have to work. You know, it'd be the same if you were leaving to go to a job. No, sorry, I have to work. So keep that in mind and have a great day, guys. Just be yourself, be successful, and know that I love you no matter what.